العالم بموقفنا الثابت بأنه لا سلام في ظل المستعمر، ومع وجوده على أرضنا سنحمل السلاح لنصنع السلام بأيدينا وبإرادتنا الحرة، نصنعه بجيشنا.
Daily military reports reported. Libya's Presidential Council has banned any military movement across the country without its approval after forces loyal to renegade military commander Khalifa Haftar said they took control of a border crossing with Algeria and declared it a military zone. The Supreme Commander of the Libyan Army announces a complete ban on the movement of military units, regardless of the nature of their work, without his prior approval. Operation, the government-led counter-offensive launched last April, said on Saturday in a statement it has also banned the movement of military convoys for any purpose, or to transfer personnel, weapons or ammunition, the statement said. If necessary, the repositioning or moving of military convoys should only take place in accordance, and with the approval of the Supreme Commander, it added. Earlier on Saturday, a large military force loyal to Haftar said it took control of the southern Essen border crossing with Algeria, declaring the area a military zone in which movement was strictly forbidden. Images posted online showed dozens of armored vehicles positioned in and around the crossing, which has been closed for several years due to the conflict in Libya. The move came after Haftar, in a statement on Thursday, announced an operation in the area to track down the terrorists and expel African mercenary gangs which threaten security and stability. This is the first military operation of its kind by Haftar's self-styled Libyan National Army since the signing of a ceasefire deal late last year and the takeover by the unity government. Libya has seen relative peace since the ceasefire agreement was signed in October, so this is a very significant movement, said Malik Traina, reporting from Tripoli. It is the first time since then that such a large military mobilization has happened, he added. Local sources in the south told Al Jazeera that the convoy that arrived on Saturday consisted of Tuareg fighters and forces loyal to former strongman Muammar Gaddafi. Libya has been racked with chaos since a NATO-backed uprising toppled Gaddafi in 2011 and eventually split the oil-rich country between a UN-recognized government in the capital and rival authorities based in the country's east, each backed by armed groups and foreign governments. In April 2019, Haftar and his eastern-based forces, backed by Egypt and the United Arab Emirates, launched an offensive to try and capture Tripoli. His 14-month-long campaign collapsed after Turkey stepped up its support of the Tripoli government with advanced military hardware, troops and thousands of mercenaries. The October ceasefire led to the formation of the joint interim government, which replaced the two rival administrations. It is tasked with bringing together the divided country and steering it through presidential and parliamentary elections on December 24. There were concerns the latest move by Haftar could impede the elections and the peace process, Traina said. An international conference on Libya is scheduled to take place in Germany on June 23. The event, co-hosted by the United Nations, is meant to bring the foreign actors involved together in Berlin to discuss supporting Libya's new interim unity government.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for being with us at this time on a weekend to participate in this press conference of the UNSMIL. We have here the great pleasure to host Mrs. Stephanie Williams, who is, as you know, acting Special Representative Secretary General and head of the UN Support Mission in Libya. Mrs. Williams will deliver some initial remarks and then we will take questions and answers. Please let me remind you that on channel 2 of the live webcast that you can watch on webtv.un.org.
Over the past month, and under the umbrella of the United Nations, Libyans have come together to build bridges within and across the various tracks of the Berlin process in order to genuinely tackle the issues that have driven Libya's long-standing conflict, including the armed conflict itself, its economic roots, the political crisis and division, and the need for accountability, transitional justice, and reconciliation. This is a Libyan process. It is not being brokered by foreign powers in smoke-filled rooms in faraway countries. The roadmap that was charted in Tunis in November is the first critical step to renew